Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode with Big Zik. Hi, diligent listeners. Thank you very much. Here we meet again. Today we are going to talk about 5 truths that will get you through hard times. So stay tuned and subscribe in order to not miss out on any new episode. Life as it sounds, is never easy. It is filled with ups and downs. The most successful people face struggles on a daily basis. Therapists will tell you better. Maybe you're going through a bad divorce. Or you could be facing serious financial problems. Or it could be sorrow of losing a loved one. In some cases, it could even be a combination of factors. Truth be told, dealing with these situations, and the many others we haven't mentioned, can be extremely difficult. People struggling with drug addiction, for example, find life really stressful. Sometimes it comes to a point where life loses meaning. However, if you want to live a life you can be proud of, you must find ways to overcome these lows and rise above your challenges. So, let's get to it. First of all, pain is part of life, just like love and laughter. And you must learn to live with it. Really, without it, life wouldn't be complete. The biggest problem is that from a young age, we have always been taught to avoid hurt as much as possible. So, often, even the suggestion of suffering is enough to send us running for cover, but you can't live like that in this world filled with hot pans and sharp objects. You cannot keep trying to avoid pain, because that's not possible. Secondly, you must understand that resisting pain is not the best way to deal with it. In most cases, resistance only makes it worse. The second on our list is fear. Like the fear of starting that big business of your dreams. Because you think that you may fail. My friend, start first and see. Trust me, your biggest fears are nothing more than an imagination. Fear is the #1 reason most people aren't where they should be right now. Just the thought of doing something that may hurt you often means you postpone doing that thing or forget about it altogether. What you may not be aware of is that, most of the time, those fears amount to nothing. So, at the end of it all, the only reason you might end up missing life's exciting moments is not because of potential bad experiences, but because your fears keep you from exploring. By keeping you at an arm's length, fear will have made sure that you aren't even close enough to find out whether you were right or wrong. The third thing we will talk about is, know that the present is all you have to deal with. Of course, it's natural to spend moments of thought in the past, or in the future. Identifying pending danger by reviewing our past experiences is important for self-preservation. But when you let your life be dictated by events and emotions that happened long time ago or that might happen in the future, it can be impossible to stand peacefully rooted in the present. And the easiest way to break away from this habit is to identify time for what it is. Don't worry about the clock on the wall or the watch on your wrist. To Mother Nature, those devices mean nothing. Nature sees life as an evolving moment. To her, the past doesn't exist and the future is irrelevant. And #4 on the list, perception is everything. Another truth that can change your life for the better is the fact that your beliefs, the way you see things, is ultimately the way things will play out in life. The mind is perhaps the best kept secret in life. One of the most powerful tools available to mankind. When the mind sets up for success, you're much more likely to succeed. When you've already given up in your mind, even in real life, you're unlikely to be successful. That's because your mind inspires perception, creating thoughts, ideas, theories, and imaginations, which in turn, intuit events and shape your consciousness. Take an example of a guy who goes to the gym and believes that he will build his body, is more likely to grow, because he has the growth mindset. On the other hand, a guy who doesn't believe that he is gonna grow, won't grow. On the contrary, if you don't trust your abilities, or feel that you're not prepared for anything, you're unlikely to start. Even if you do, your energy levels will be low, you're likely to perform poorly because of your negative mindset and, for that reason, are unlikely to get to your destination. And finally, the last one. #5. Always know that you are not alone. Finally, when you feel down, always remember that you're never truly alone. Sometimes it feels like it. That you're alone and no one cares about your well-being. That voice, telling you that you're alone, is the voice of self-defeat. Rise above it and you'll find that everyone is always struggling with something at any given point. You just need to open up and talk about your problems. You'll be surprised how many people are willing to come to your rescue. You'll also learn that those people who afford to put a smile on their faces aren't necessarily having the best day. They are just better at managing their problems. My dear listeners, always know that there's always someone out there who can relate to your situation. Perhaps you can't immediately access them, but they are out there. This is all we have for you today. And I want to take this moment to thank all the subscribers for their support. Stay blessed. See you all in the next episode.